presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First play, and Hurts looking to throw it.
He's got Smith here, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just...
And right away, he lost the football.
And one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Brought down by Zach Harrison. You talk about this Falcon defense.
They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Now 2nd and 9. Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
It's safe to say the passing game has found a rhythm. He's now 4 of 4, but might need to be 5 of 5 to keep this drive going here as they face a third down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on third down.
They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it's no good. Elliott pulled it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
The Falcons have 8-1 on the year, and they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. They'll get this off to Swift.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate Big plays for an offense.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. 1 play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Falcon defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. This is Swift on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, here's Swift. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to have the Falcons first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. That's brought in downfield by London. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Touchdown, Falcons! A great play there. 32 yards. And the Falcons take a 3-touchdown lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught, and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Robinson up the middle. And he's going to be out of bounds right around the line of scrimmage. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Got it. Ready?
2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Ready, ready?
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he's got it down to the 28.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
Back to throw here. He finds his man, complete, puts it on the carpet, it's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Hey, Silver. Hey, easy, 63, back. Go.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Smith, the man in motion left.
Go Silver, ready? Tiger Hornet.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll throw now on the final play. Shakes off the set, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this 1st half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the 2nd half gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
the Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Ready.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 47 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Able to shake him off. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the give, here's Robinson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Gets past one man. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now back to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
They'll try it now with Swift.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Hand off now to Robinson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run again here with Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons!
Bijan Robinson
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Falcons have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to... And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. This one from 46 yards out. Koo knocks this one through the post. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And quickly they get to the line.
42-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
They go play action with Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 33, here's second down and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. Over the middle, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This one out quickly to Watkins. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held him to an okay game.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Robinson will try to pick it up. And this will be a Falcons first down as the tackle made just shy of the 30.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first and 10, it's Algier. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Algier again on second down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Algier going straight ahead. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and a couple. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up third and 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on third and 1. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. A full start backs him up 5, first and 15. They'll stick with Algier. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On second, here's Algier. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. So time runs out. It's a